Hey guys, this is Hell Hades, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. So literally just got back through the door, and I've seen we've got quite a bit of stuff going on. So I thought I'd just do a quick video, really, on some updates that have happened, some events that are going live, and just trying to help people get through some of the different stuff that's going on right now. Also, just kind of want to give my view on some of the new stuff that's coming to the news. So let's start there. So firstly, let's go for the first one. Happy holidays. So everyone's been given, I'd say, actually some pretty cool stuff. Some nice stuff. Legendary Tome, Ancient Shards, Boost, Energy. It's a little thing, but why didn't we use the Christmas tree? Why didn't we light the Christmas tree up white, or light the star or something, and give these presents? Why do it all in the same day as a little news post that gets lost? What I would have loved for them to have done, I don't even care if it's the same items, yeah, but every day we log in, we click on the Christmas tree, and we get something different. And eventually we get a Legendary Tome and perhaps a Sacred Shard. I'm sure they're going to use this perhaps on Christmas Day or whatever, but you know, it just would have been nice to use this instead of the news thing, and just sort of, people have been like, log in, it's a new daily login for Christmas. Every day you click your Christmas tree and you get a little gift. What a miss. What a great opportunity to do something just a little bit cool, a little bit different. And, okay, look, they gave us some good, nice gifts. Thank you very much, Plarium. Pleased. Definitely the fact there's a tome in there. The Legendary Tome is big. It's hard to get them, we all know that. Free Shards is also, you know, you've got your roll on the roulette. You've got a chance to pull something nice there. Energy is always helpful when we get all of this stuff going on in terms of events. But, yeah, I just feel like it's a bit of a miss. You introduce this nice little feature, and then you don't use it. You just go back to your normal way of giving rewards or presents or, you know, compensation. So I think it's a miss. Never mind. Hopefully they're still going to use this for something soon, because I think if not, why put it there? Why kind of arouse expectations and then there's nothing to it? Anyway. Let's look at the events that are going on next. So we know we're in the middle of this fusion. I've already fused this guy because I had a lot of the Void Champions that you needed. But this is a time where you need to play sensibly if you're going to go for this fusion. I'll tell you what, even if you're not going for this fusion, this is a time where you can just gain some extra rewards for doing the stuff you do daily in the game. So for me, all of this stuff is irrelevant, because I've already got the fusion. So at the moment, I'm not like, I need to go absolutely mental and get this training and get this exemplar. What I do, and actually when I look at the rest of the rewards, there's nothing in here which kind of really excites me. So I'm not massively going for the training event. I wish they'd got better stuff leading up to exemplar, because then maybe I'd be pushing for, you know, books and shards and that sort of stuff. It's pretty poor leading up to it, to be honest. But you've got, in unison, you've got Dungeon Divers going on, you've got Artifact Enhancement, you've got Champion Training, and more recently we've just had Spiders go live, Spider Tournament. So most of these actually complement each other. You've got, so you can be doing Spiders at the same time as Dungeon Divers. You can be doing artifact enhancement on the back of it as well for the artifacts that you gain. So actually, I've got here a load of artifacts that I've been farming Spider for a lot of the day whilst I've been driving around for work. Don't tell people I did that. So literally, what I will do with all these artifacts I've just gained, I will look for items I want to keep. A good example here, I've got a 6-star. Actually, it's a pretty nice one with some resistance on it. If it had accuracy on it, it'd be even better, but it doesn't. But I would keep this piece. So what I'll do here is I'll probably roll this one up to level 8 and then just keep it back in the store. And if there was something which I didn't think I wanted to keep, like this is crap. Basically, there's no percentage rolls on any of the things on the ring. I definitely wouldn't keep it. So I'd upgrade it to 4 and then I'd sell it. If I upgrade it to 4, so it's going to cost me 900. Let's just do it to 4. It's going to cost me, I've got a video on this, by the way, if you want to go into detail, but 900, 2400, 2400, what's that? 5,250 plus 4,2, so that's 9,450. It's cost me to roll that to 4. 9,450, and then I'm gonna sell it for 41,000. So I've invested 9,000. I'm selling it for 41,000, which gives me a positive gain, and I get a few points towards the artifact enhancement. I can't lose. All I'm going to do is gain points towards the artifact enhancement. So that's the way I play this. Clearly, I've got more artifacts than probably some of the people watching this video, but you know, I guess it depends how far you want to push it. Do you want to spend millions of silver and get here? I'd argue the rewards are not amazing. Do that. If you need eye for it because it's part of your fusion, and clearly you're going to go for it harder, you can still use that theory that I've just done. So for me doing that there, level 4 on a 5-star, I got a couple of points. If it was a 6-star, I got 3 points. If I'd rolled it to 8, you know, you can get 5 or 10. You still make profit rolling it to 8 on 5 or 6-star gear. You can do the same thing if you want to do campaign. So you can run campaign, you can get your champion training event leveled up, whilst doing dungeon divers, whilst gaining 5-star artifacts from Brutal 12-3. You can level those artifacts up to level 4 and then sell them. You still make profit. So these 3 can be done together, or this one, and spiders can be done together. There's a lot of synergy you can do. It means you don't have to use your energy 2 or 3 times. You can actually just use it in the right way. Arena, clearly you just want to be doing it daily anyway. Make sure you're efficient at using your refills. Make sure you don't kind of let yourself sit there at 10 fights available all day long. Now have a couple of fights whilst you go to the toilet. I don't know. Just use your tokens so that they're refilling all the time, and try and pick fights that you think you can win. You know, you get four points for every win that you get if you're in gold. I think it's the same in silver even. So, you know, just pick fights that you think you can win. If you then look at those fights and think, you know what, I'm going to struggle with all of these, just wait for your refresh. It's only 10 minutes away. Don't need to spend gems on it. You don't need to, you know, spend a lot of your own money on it. Just play sensibly, and you'll do fine with this. Definitely to get yourself to retainer. And again, it's up to you if you want to push on. I think this is quite an easy one to get, to be honest. And then obviously across the rest of the next couple of weeks, we've got a number more of these events that go on. So, you know, almost you want to do your maths. You want to do your homework on when are these different events happening. So there's a second there's a second artifact enhancement event, for example. So, you know, just make sure you're either stockpiling some silver or stockpiling artifacts that you potentially want to sell, because you know you're going to level them up to 4 or level 8 before you sell them. Don't just sell them now. Stockpile them. Wait until we get to the second artifact, and then whack through them then. There's a couple of other tips as well. So we're coming up to Champion Chase Tournament. Generally on these, you get points for doing fusions. You get points for buying people out of the marketplace. You get points for winning champions from, you know, campaign. So if you're going to fuse a load of rares, or if you're going to fuse your 4 epics towards the grand prize, the dwarf, wait until this Champion Chase Tournament comes up. So you'll get the points here. You'll also get your points for the one that we're doing right now, Champion Training, is it? So basically you start to get double points, and it's just about using your time efficiently. There's a lot of stuff going on over the next 2 weeks. It's all spelled out for us here, so there's no surprises as to when this stuff's happening. You know, we've got Dragon Tournament coming up. This is also going to synergize well with Dungeon Divers. You know, you just got to kind of plan it out. I think, who did I see did it? I think if you ever catch Salt's videos, he's done a nice piece on it. There's also, I think it was Cold Brew Gaming did a really good kind of like spreadsheet type of look, or almost like a planogram of when these different things are happening and when they overlap. So, you know, get your eyes on it. There's a few YouTubers out there that have really put some time and effort into this. I'm just trying to give you a sort of general overview, but definitely if you're going for this, plan your time, plan your resources, and then you won't be spending tons of gems on it. So it brings me to the last point, and I honestly don't know how I feel about this. So this has come in, I think this was leaked perhaps a week or so ago. I saw a couple of images of this. So Amazon Prime have teamed up with Raid. So So my first thoughts before I look into any of the stuff that follows this, this is quite a bold move by Raid. So Amazon Prime, obviously anything to do with Amazon, it's global, it's huge, it's megalomaniac in fact, and Amazon probably represent one of the top 3 companies in the world in terms of their reach and their scale, and in terms of sort of consumer knowledge. So for Raid to get this partnership is massive. I think what that says to me is, Raid are looking at a long-term, or Amazon at least see Raid as a long-term solution and a long-term partner. So that's interesting, firstly. So then if we look at what's actually going to happen, so basically if you connect your Amazon Prime account to your Raid Shadow Legends account, you start to get some freebies. So we've got champions, we've got, let's get into, how do I get into the actual details? I had it on my phone. Oh, I can't do it. It's on my computer here. I can't actually see the detail of what you get. You only get it if you're on a mobile phone. But basically you get a bunch of, let me just see actually if I can pull it up. I'm just going to pause right a second. Yeah, so here we go. So there's basically a number of different rewards that you can get, but only through mobile. So this won't unlock for you if you try and connect Amazon Prime through a PC or through a Mac. But basically the initial reward you get is this epic Gaelic. I think it was called Legendary Gaelic or something. I'll take you to him in a second. He's actually really strong. He's really strong. They've done a very clever thing here. And then there's a number of rewards that you'll get basically through to the end of February, ranging from champions to tomes to potions to energy to silver. So basically what they're saying is, providing you stay a Amazon Prime customer throughout this period of time and it's logged in with your Raid Shadow Legends, then you're going to get these extra rewards as freebies. Now, I guess from Raid's point of view, all they're doing is they're giving away some additional bits and pieces. There's nothing major to it. I'd imagine that Amazon are giving them a bit of a payout every time they get a new customer. So, Amazon win, they get new customers to Amazon Prime. Raid win, they probably get a bit of a kicker from Amazon. And Raid Shadow Legends and Plarium as a business have got a backer or a partner who is a massive global giant, which means that when they look for investment from potential investors, actually they've got a really strong name affiliated with them. Also, when people are looking for the game of choice to play, they've got a really strong name affiliated with them. So it's quite a clever move. I'm not sure I agree with the fact that signing up with Amazon Prime gives you freebies in the game, especially champions. I feel like it's a bit. I just feel it's a bit weird actually for this type of game to get freebies because you are affiliated with something else. I'm not actually. Maybe it's because I'm bitter because I'm not I'm not an Amazon Prime user. I don't particularly want to be. I'm not going to be getting this champion. Although interestingly, I did think to myself for 2 seconds, should I just sign up to Amazon Prime and get myself this crazy version of Gaelic? So it nearly worked on me, and I guess that's what they're looking to do. Amazon Prime are looking to get new members. Raid are looking to get their kicker from Amazon Prime. And so the story goes on, and there'll be a number. I mean, there's probably, I don't know, maybe 50% of people in this player base that are already Amazon Prime members. So this becomes quite attractive. And then if we actually look at the couple of new champions that are in here, so the main one I'll focus on is the new Gaelic, because he's actually it's a really, really clever move. Firstly, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of visuals are pretty cool, as you'd expect. He's very, he looks like he's almost the warlord of the Gaelics. Ultimate Gaelic, he's called. Very cool. Strong base stats. The original Gaelic had strong base stats anyway, but his kit is all about HP burn. So there's no surprises here. This is really well planned from Plarium in terms of release. So we're just we're less than a week into the Fusion event for somebody that everybody has got a chance to get if they put their resources in the right place, if they whale hard enough, if they need to whale. And this guy's synergizes with, wait a minute, you've guessed it, HP burns. HP burns. So they've got a guy who's, everyone knows, super insane. He synergizes with HP burns. There was only legendaries in the game which were quite hard to obtain that currently had an AoE HP burn. And now we've just got somebody that has come into the game that's got 50% chance of placing the HP burn on a single target. There's some other cool stuff that goes along with it. I'm not really going to go into that. He's then got an A2 which places HP burn for 2 turns if this champion's under increased attack, which he kind of gets from that A1. Yeah. And then he's got an A3. You've guessed it. Attacks all enemies, places an HP burn. 50% chance. I mean, it's so strong, and it partners so well with Tormund the Cold. Like, so well. Anyone currently who doesn't own those kind of Ignatius and HP burn champions, this guy is like the perfect fit. He's also got quite an interesting passive that if someone tries to stun him, he instantly gets healed and removes a stun. His kit's good. His kit is good. He's arena focused. He is perfect as a supporting champion to Tormund. Everything about this just screams Tormund is released, or these two champions are released together because of 2 things. 1, we want to make a load of money out of this fusion. 2, we knew the Amazon Prime deal was coming along, and we have pre-planned this to be an absolute corker of a way to get tons of people to sign up to Amazon Prime. Interesting move, I'd say. Interesting move. Yeah, I feel like they should have made the fusion perhaps a bit easier for a lot of people. But anyway, I'm not going to go into that. The other champions, just out of interest, so there's 2 other champions that come with this pack. Where are they? Trying to remember now. I found them earlier. 2 more epics. Yeah, here we go. So we've got Whisper, who's a Void epic. This is one of the other ones you'd get free, I think, back all the way down in February. It's got an okay kit, nothing insane here. There's some interesting stuff around granting extra turns and potential to do more damage. I don't think she's going to set the world alight, this person, as a champion. I think everything in this is focused around that first one, that Gaelic, and the other one is actually a Barbarian, I think. Yeah, here we go. The other one, Valor. Actually quite like this champion, so chance to place a shield buff on herself. She removes all shields from enemies. It's another arena champion, really. Chance to place decreased defense on all enemies, so that's a really cool ability. Places a shield on herself and an increased defense on herself, so it's all kind of self-fulfilling, really. And then decreases the damage received by this champion when she's under a shield. So it's all about her keeping herself tanky and about trying to lay that decreased defense. She's quite a good champion. She's not game breaking, but she's quite good. But look at her base stats. 1400 base defense is huge. It's massive. I mean, she doesn't really look like she's wearing the most defensive gear, to be honest. I'm not being funny. If you sort of give her a bit of a side swipe here, I'm not sure she's going to manage 1400 defense from like an all-tan boom coming into her face. But anyway, that aside, yeah, she's. But I think she'll be quite an interesting champion. I think she'll probably be reasonable. But I think everything is focused around this guy coming in and absolutely complementing the new fusion they've just laid down. So, interesting move, Plarium. It's probably another, if we're honest, it's another cash grab in some way. But in terms of the partnership, it kind of does say to me there's more longevity to this game than some people give it credit for. And, you know, in terms of the financials for this company, they keep going from strength to strength. Some people view this as a brilliant thing because it's a giveaway. If you're already a Amazon Prime customer, all it feels like to you is a free giveaway. Someone who's not, like myself, it feels like it's actually a pretty underhand way to try and get you to become an Amazon Prime customer. Anyway, I've been Hell Hades. Hopefully that's been interesting for you, and yeah, check out my video on Clan Boss, which is coming very soon. Catch you later.